course in order to remediate the effects of her heart issues. Heart issues is something that runs in my family. My grandfather, our grandfather, just passed at the age of 93 due to heart issues, right? And she had a heart issue. But he took his medicine and he died at 93. Yesterday was his birthday. So obviously, I'm gonna have questions in that area, but then there's also questions about what happened after she died. And I want to be completely fair. I try to be a fair person. I'm a representative where I am in New York. Interestingly enough, you and I were born in the same hospital, in Harlem Hospital, right? I'm a representative in New York, and so I always try to be honest as much as possible. And what I can say, my father said yesterday, there are videos that I've seen with my cousin where she definitely seems happy. She definitely seems to be appreciating her experience. But one thing I know for sure, different than most of the other people that I see involved, is the idea of nature and going to paradise is not something that my cousin needed. We are from paradise. Gugu Roatan, Honduras. That's where we're from, right? So she didn't need a nature boy to bring her to that like many other people may have needed. But she was following your teachings. She was there for the message. And so hearing that, seeing the outcome for her, and knowing that what I'm seeing is very young people getting involved with you, and being someone who represents youth in my community, represents people, and definitely fights for the plight of our people, our collective people, black people especially, it raises the concern for me of what is the true impact of your teachings? What is the negative possibility of the impact of your teachings? And definitely some of your own behavior that I can witness for myself in your own published videos, right? And I'm not your parent at the end of the day, but we all have a collective responsibility to each other. So I'm gonna step off my soapbox and I'm gonna allow you to answer that.
You want to know what was your question? I'm listening to you. I didn't hear a question.
So so I have a lot of questions about obviously exactly what transpired where my cousin is concerned, right? I'm basically just told you convinced her not to take her medication, right? That's just
That's
what
a
I'm told, right?
that's a lot.
Or that due to your teachings, she stopped taking her medication.
What was the age of your cousin?
You know, I don't know her exact age. She's my father's first cousin.
Okay, well, what around what age was she?
So my father just hit
Hold on, real quick. Number three, I'm gonna mute you right there. How old was she, Nature Boy? She was in your camp. She was a part of your family, so
No, I'm
you can
asking
pretty
her.
much answer.
I'm
You can pretty much
wait.
answer
I'm
your
asking.
own
Can
question.
you let us talk, please? Can you let us talk?
Yeah,
Can
but
you
I'm
let
going
us?
to interject. I am going to interject at any time that I choose to because you do the same on your platform. So I expect for me to be able to do the same on mine.
We
In
don't
all
do age
fairness.
here. We don't do age here in carbonation. We don't do age.
Okay. Okay. So with
I'm
that being
asking
said,
her. I'm asking her
we don't do
cousin.
age.
I'm asking her cousin for a
So we're gonna
reason.
skip that question. We're gonna go. We're
Uh,
gonna move on. We're gonna move
Okay.
on.
Okay. So she was well off in her 60s, right? Okay. She's just a 60-year-old woman. She knows her own life. She knows what she want to do. She can't be manipulated. This woman is a grown ass woman. And I say that in the sense that she was doing what she wanted to do. Let's get, because now y'all can't do it because this is a 60 something year old woman that decided on what she was going to do with her life. I didn't know about no heart issues at all. When she got here, people told me she had pills. She not taking her pills, and I, because when people come here, sometimes back then it was like people would come to me, and they would have their own issues going on. I didn't know what was going on with people. I heard she taking pills, and she is like, I don't like taking these pills. They make me feel sleepy. I want to be able to go out into the sunlight. I want to be able to go, and they make me feel drowsy. And so when she said that, this is a 63-year-old woman, 60-something-year-old woman telling us that she don't want to take those pills because she doesn't. They make her feel drowsy. Then she don't want to take them. She's good. She know what she got going on. We don't know. We just met this lady. She got a bag. She got her stuff in there. We like, oh, okay, cool. So we just continue to go as we go. So this is a grown woman. I want you to understand that she's 60 something years old. She's like our mom. She said she didn't want to take that meds. That it made her feel drowsy. It made her feel like lethargic. She didn't want to take it. She'd been had this heart condition, she said, for 30 years. I said, okay, this lady knows what's going on. I got other things I'm thinking about in the camp. So let that be known as far as what the truth is. Okay? So this woman she made her own decisions, point blank period. Ain't nobody manipulate her or make her. This is a 63-year-old woman. Now I can see how you can say these young people, we can make them victims. We can say, oh, they don't know any better. They're not making their own minds up. You're manipulating them. They're just going on what you said. Okay, I can see that, but a 63-year-old woman knows that's been around for a minute. She knows exactly what she's doing. And
Okay,
so I didn't
so
get in her business.
okay, so I'm gonna ask you this at this time. Um, when she did die, what did you all do with her body?
We took her to the hospital because we
You
live
took
in
her to the
Mexico.
hospital?
We in the bush. We live in Mexico. So we took the body out of the tent. We put it in our van because we couldn't call up ambulance because they were protesting on the streets. We took her to the hospital. The hospital would not take the body. So what we did, we took her to the coroner. They said take her to the coroner. We took the body to the coroner. The coroner did an exam. He said it was the heart. They put the paperwork in. Then we contacted her family immediately, letting the family know like what's going on, what happened. Her family said, all right, cool, we're gonna come get the body. I said, I bet. So they came to the coroner, they got the body and flew the body back to Honduras to have a funeral. That's exactly what happened.
Okay, so when you went to the coroner, was that who gave you the death certificate? And if so, do you still have the death certificate that you I showed on video of you
A
showing?
minute ago, it's been a minute ago. We don't have. It was Rambo. Rambo and Key went there. Rambo and Key, they went to take
Okay,
it.
they
Take.
went there, but
They
I
got
just
the
showed a
paper.
video of my live in front of about 1,000 guests, and they seen you in possession of this death certificate. So I
You're right.
want to ask you.
I had a copy of the death certificate back then. Not the death certificate back then.
So you
I
had
don't
a
I don't.
did you have a copy or an original? And if so, why were copies made?
Well, I think it was the. I don't really know. I know there's the paperwork from the coroner. It's been You gotta understand it's been years ago. So I'm like I have so much happen to me and I'm focused on so many things that I don't know where
Okay,
that
so
paper.
you did make
All
a
I know
copy.
was.
So you
Excuse
did
me.
make a copy of the
No,
death certificate.
no, it was the original. I believe it was original because I don't got way to make a copy. There's no ways to make a copy at all because at the end of the day, we in the jungle. We was in the jungle, so there was no way to make a copy. So either way,
But you also had a
cor-
MacBook. But you also had a Mac desktop, if I'm not mistaken. So you could easily make connect a printer to that.
lady, when they fly the body off, they flew it from the coroner. They know what happened to her. Yo, her family
Hold
knows
on,
what
hold on,
happened.
hold on. I'ma just let's bring it down. I